Hello again, it's the Guillory's, and today we're doing Yum Yum Universal Yums box. So, yep, welcome to the UK.
I was guessing England. Well, that's part of UK,
Yeah.
so...
Welcome to the UK.
Welcome to the UK! No, what do we have there?
We have friends and family.
Yeah!
No, 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 no. Okay, ew. Okay.
What's wrong? Oh, ew! Oh, gosh!
Okay, so the first thing we have is haggis and cracked black pepper potato crisp, gently cooked to perfection.
Haggis?
Mackies.
No!
Oh god.
No.
Oh, not haggis!
Yee. Yummy.
What must be Capaldi's favorite chip flavor? Wait, what?
Mackies Haggis and black pepper chips. If you ask any Scotsman what is haggis, he'll most likely chuckle and reply with a small wild animal. Will reply with a small wild animal with 2 legs shorter than the other, so it can run around the mountains without falling over. Never heard of wild haggis? That means you haven't fallen for the trick. Describing haggis this way is something Scotsmen like to do to American tourists rather than reveal the truth. And it works because according to a 2003 survey, 1/3 of American tourists actually thought haggis was a wild animal. So now comes an inevitable question, what is haggis really? The national dish of Scotland, it's a pudding made from a mixture of sheep's pluck, heart, liver and lungs, onions, grains, and spices that's then boiled in an animal's stomach.
That's gross.
Okay, we admit it may not sound immediately appealing. That's probably why the wild animal joke came about in the first place. But the famous pudding is surprisingly delicious, especially when served traditionally with tidies and neeps, mashed potatoes and root vegetables. With these haggis flavored potato chips, you'll get to take the entire meat and potatoes meal rolled into one crunchy snack. Feeling a bit unsure? Don't worry, there's no meat in these, sheep or otherwise. Just the unique full-bodied flavor of Scotland's national dish. Trust us, that's no joking matter. Ew. Okay, Adrian.
Okay. Johnny's pickled onion rings. Is this Johnny?
Yeah, it must be Johnny.
Crying out with flavor.
Oh god. Okay.
No, play loud. Alright, Johnny's pickled onion rings. Pickled onion corn snack. You won't find peanuts at bars in the UK. Their pub tables are adorned with some different. Pickled onions. Small pearl onions soaked in salt, sugar, and vinegar have long been a British pub tradition. If they're not being scooped straight from the jar, they're being served as part of ploughman's lunch. A popular British pub platter consisting of cheese, ham, bread, and pickled veggies. Never tried pickled onions? Fair warning, these little guys pack a seriously shocking punch, and that flavor is perfectly captured with these pungent pickled onion rings. With their strong oniony zest and vibrant tang, you'll be wondering just what hit you, and where you can get more.
Okay.
Grabbeth. Not you.
Yeah, Muffin, don't grab the stuff.
Do not grabbeth.
Ridge cut sea salt and cider vinegar flavored potato crisps.
Okay.
Mackies sea salt and cider vinegar chips. Fish and chips. As the UK's most famous dish, it would be improper to visit without trying it. But is it the national dish? You'll find out in the trivia answers. There are over 8,500 fish and chip shops across the UK, one for every 8 McDonald's, all specializing in the tasty combo. Traditionally, the dish is prepared by taking fresh white fish, coating it in a light batter, then frying it and placing it high atop thick-cut fries. Then the entire plate is doused in salt, drenched in tangy vinegar, and wrapped in crinkled newspaper. While we can't bring you a plate of fresh fish and chips with salt and vinegar, we can bring you the next best thing, Mackies sea salt and cider vinegar potato chips. Made with the same vinegar used in the fish and chips shops in the UK and packed with a zingy tang, these crispy yums are a real catch.
Okay, so a lot of chips today. Here's another one. This is mature cheddar and onion. Potato crisp by Mackie. Just like the other chippies. Okay, Mackie's mature cheddar and onion chips. Take a moment to soak in the bold aroma of these chips because you're experiencing the defining smell of the UK. The intense scent of cheese and onion permeates through the nation, lingering on bus floors, bar stools, and cafeteria tables. That's because cheese and onion is the most popular crisp flavor in the UK, as well as the snack of choice for chip-loving locals. First introduced in 1962, the bold flavor has since beat out plain salt and vinegar and paprika because becoming the most distinctive part of British snacking. Bursting with aged cheddar smokiness and powerful onion zing, these famous chips are guaranteed to linger on your breath for some time and even longer on your mind. Okay, that's kind of gross description.
Oh no, I reached underneath. Chewy bonbons, rhubarb and custard.
Well, that's different.
They look good.
Okay. So that's these things.
Chewy Bristows of Devon rhubarb and custard bonbons, rhubarb and custard chewy candies. Rhubarb in the US, we only hear about this vegetable when it's baked into a strawberry rhubarb pie. Side note, whoa, who knew it was a vegetable? In the UK, the long pink celery-like stalks are everywhere, bringing a unique flavor to sweet and savory dishes alike. So exactly what does this vegetable taste like? Well, it's tough to describe. If we had to compare, we'd say it has the tartness of a berry plus the refreshing crunch of celery. But hey, don't listen to us. You can decide for yourself with these rhubarb and custard bonbons. In this UK classic, the freshness of rhubarb is balanced perfectly by the richness of sweet custard for a uniquely flavorful treat. If more vegetables were like rhubarb, we'd have no problem getting our daily dose of greens.
Okay, Krista.
Or in that case, pinks.
Oh god, yeah, pinks.
I'm sorry, that was
La
not
la
fun.
la la.
Toffee Pops. Toffee-filled biscuit with chocolate-flavored coating.
Okay. That looks good.
Toffee Pups chocolate-covered cookies with toffee. Stop! Before you even think about tearing into these cookies, you need to get up, walk into your kitchen, and turn on the tea kettle. You see, in the UK, these famous biscuits are almost exclusively enjoyed with a cup of freshly brewed tea. So if you want the full experience, and trust us, it's worth it, we suggest preparing the perfect cup of tea. What's tricky is that the perfect cup of tea can mean several different things in the UK. In Northern Ireland, people prefer their tea bold and dark, while tea drinkers in Scotland and Northeast England prefer a subtler flavor with milk. According to locals, you should stew a tea bag for just 48 seconds for the lightest flavor, 57 seconds for a medium flavor, and 64 seconds for the strongest flavor, adding chilled milk after according to your preference. Once your cup of tea is ready, go ahead and crack open your Toffee Pops. Be sure to wash down every decadent bite with a sip of tea, perfectly created to your liking. The perfect cup of tea with perfect tea cookie? It doesn't get better than that.
Okay. Dean's Light and Crunchy Chocolate Chip Shortbread Mini Bites. Those look good. Until there's probably haggis or something in there.
Oh gosh, why was it
No. Why would there be haggis in the cookies?
Who knows? We've had weird stuff.
Haggis!
Okay, Dean's of Huntley Shortbread. Prepare yourself. These shortbread cookies are about as short as it gets. And we're not just talking about their cute mini shape. You see, when it comes to baked goods, the word short means crumbly, which is a texture that can only be achieved with large amounts of fat. That's why the fat added to pastries is called shortening. Scottish shortbread is widely regarded as some of the best in the world, incorporating a high percentage of butter for the perfect melt-in-your-mouth short texture. The traditional Scottish shortbread is made from a premium butter recipe with a sprinkling of rich chocolate chip for one seriously addictive masterpiece. Come to think of it, there's one other thing that's short about these cookies. The time will take to devour them.
Devour!
Okay, next.
Okay, yeah.
Please.
Let's stop that nonsense.
Yeah.
Yum bag.
Yum bag. Fruit bag. No, it's not a fruit bag.
Zelda's fruit bag. Oops, spoilers. I don't think I'll ever get that far into fanfiction on YouTube though.
Take out
Unless you guys are watching
these chikorita colored things.
Chikorita!
Okay, so look for these weird yellow things.
Chikorita.
Okay. See if you can find them on there.
Stockley's chocolate limes. Lime candies filled with chocolate.
Ooh.
Chocolate with limes? No wonder the United States wanted independence from Britain. Who thinks of such a thing? It might sound odd, but the sweet and zingy combination is an English candy classic. First made popular in the 1980s, these old-fashioned boiled sweets, called appropriately chocolate limes, have remained one of the country's most popular treats. A lime-flavored hard shell encases a smooth cocoa center, bringing the unique candies a mouth-watering fusion of nutty richness and fresh tang. So what are you waiting for? Pop one into your mouth and taste for yourself what you'd be subjected to if we were still under the kingdom's rule.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It seems that this box likes to describe a lot of things as zingy.
It does?
Eat.
The yum bag is waiting for you.
I grab the yum bag and pull out these.
I'm grabbing the yum bag and I'm pulling out
These candies.
These have a different colored label than these ones do.
So are they the same thing? Probably because there's nothing else that looks like those, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so these are these. Looks like some kind of caramels.
Okay. Prosecco Fudge. Sparkling wine flavored fudge contains no alcohol. There are a few things that everyone knows about Prosecco. It's sweet, it's bubbly, and it's undeniably Italian. Or is it? Well, the Italian wine company Carpane Malvolti has laid claim to inventing sparkling Prosecco in 1868. Many in the UK have other ideas. According to them, an English scientist named Christopher Merritt experimented with sparkling wine over 200 years prior, even before the French made their first champagne. In a 1662 paper addressed to the Royal Society, Merritt documented how to put fizz in wine, describing how English winemakers were currently mixing sugar with wine to add a fresh, bubbly quality. So, is England the true creator of everyone's favorite celebratory drink? We can't say for sure. Regardless of who actually invented Prosecco, the UK is certainly the first to put it in the fudge. And with its soft texture and fragrant flavor, we'll certainly toast to that. I probably mispronounced that. I don't know how to pronounce it.
You did it wrong. Okay, so next I got a thing called Wagon Wheels, and you can smell them through the thing. Kind of smell like those waffle thingies. And they're heavy. So
Very heavy loads in your wagon.
These are for the wagons.
But you only have two wheels, so you have to put one in the front and one in the back.
Because in the UK, they don't have cars, they have wagons. Wagon Wheels Jamie. Chocolate-covered marshmallow cookies with raspberry jam. When you eat one of these cookies, you're joining 350,000 other people who will eat them. Today, as one of the UK's most famous treats, over 125 million of these cookies are eaten every year. Why the obsession? That's not even a question once you've had a bite. These wildly popular treats have it all: gooey marshmallow fluff, a dollop of raspberry jam, 2 crumbly cookies, and a layer of creamy milk chocolate. If you've always thought s'mores were the ultimate marshmallow treat, get ready to have your mind blown. This UK favorite is a crunchy, fluffy, fruity, chocolatey snack we never knew we were missing.
Sounds good.
Okay, yep.
But there's only 2 of them.
That means we can't try them.
I'm just going to break one up into 3 pieces.
Pink and white thing.
Some kind of pink and white candy.
Pink and white thing. Pink and white thing.
Okay, what are the pink and white things?
I ruined Aiden's plan.
You did.
Well, Royale Chews. Blackcurrant and champagne flavored candies, contains no alcohol. Cheers! This colorful candy is made to taste like a Kir Royale, a French cocktail containing champagne and blackcurrant liquor. Why does it belong to UK, box you ask? Because of the quintessential British ingredient, blackcurrant. This tiny deep purple berry is one of the UK's most popular fruits. It's used heavily throughout their cuisine and also exported to other European countries to mix in their drinks. As prevalent as blackcurrant is in Europe, an astonishing 99% of Americans have never tried it, unless you're a Universal Yums customer. We had it in our Pakistan box last year. For uninitiated, blackcurrant is a small fruit similar to a blueberry, but much more tart and far less sweet. Because of that, blackcurrant is used mainly for baking and cooking, rather than eaten raw. We like their use too, making them into these ridiculously tasty candies.
Okay. The girl named Krista.
Oh, makes me those. More toffee. Treacle. Toffee. We get 4 of those. 4 toffees.
Trash.
Oh. Walker's non-such treacle toffee. Chewy toffees with treacle. What even is treacle?
I don't know.
They might look like your ordinary candies, but there's much more to these yums than meets the eye. This English toffee is packed with treacle, a sweet golden liquid similar to molasses that's supposedly created as a result of the sugar refinement process. But there's a rumor that England is protecting the real truth about treacle, that it's naturally mined there underground. Scandalous! As the story goes, a 13-year-old boy first discovered the syrup in the 18th century in a cave on Treacle Cliff. He and his family began selling the liquid, which they called treacle, to surrounding villages, where it quickly gained popularity. One day, the boy overheard several wealthy businessmen plotting to take over and commercialize his treacle mine. To protect the natural wonder, the boy and his family agreed to fill the cave with dirt, and until the businessmen it had dried up. After that, it said that the locals developed an artificial version of treacle, passing off their precious cliff treacle as only a myth. While there's plenty of mystery surrounding England's luscious gold syrup, when it comes to this treacle toffee, there's no secret. It's delicious.
Okay, so we got one more thing left before we read the clue and try something. So a dreamy, creamy toffee. Whack, then unwrap and enjoy. I think we've had this before. So here we go. I've whacked it on my head one time. Okay, let's see. Dreamy, creamy toffee. Sit up straight, brush off your clothes and put on your best smile. Because we'll now introduce you to the Queen of England, or at least the Queen's favorite toffee, made by one of England's most renowned toffee companies, Walker's Nonsuch. This famous buttery treat dates all the way back to the 1800s. Founder Edward Joseph Walker began making toffee in a small candy shop in Stoke-on-Trent, Longton. His shop quickly became a hit amongst locals for his unique slab toffee, which needed to be broken into pieces with a special hammer. Today, Walker's traditional toffee is still made using the same family recipe. Milk, butter, and molasses are heated to 300 Fahrenheit and then formed into solid blocks. And just like in a tiny shop, the toffee bar is meant to be whacked to break it into pieces. Not to worry though, as this yum isn't overly hard and brittle like most toffees. It's just firm enough to crack, yet soft and creamy enough to melt in your mouth. So do as the Queen must do when she eats this toffee and get whacking. Okay, so
Does the Queen whack toffee bars on things?
yeah, on people's heads. You were bad. Okay, go ahead and read the clue for next time, and then we'll decide we're gonna eat something. Try something. Oh God, yeah.
Next month, we're putting on smalls and hopping on boats to a place filled with temples and markets that float. There will be lemongrass soup and hot, spicy curry, so stand by your mailbox and say, "Mailman, please hurry."
Or was it India?
I don't know. Maybe.
Just because I said curry. Okay, so what are we going to try?
Not haggis. Not haggis.
We're going to try the haggis chips.
No! Gross!
What do you guys want to try?
I will try these
The lemon chocolates?
or one of their candies. I don't know.
Which one do you think is best, Quizzy?
We can try the lime chocolate.
Okay, let's try the lime chocolate things. Okay. Hey, open them up.
Good thing they're still wrapped.
Yeah. Sniff it, smells like
I licked it.
Oh no.
It smells like paint.
Oh, tastes like a lemon drop with lime right now, but I think it'd take a while to get to the chocolate or somebody's gonna bite theirs. So yeah, it tastes like a lemon drop ball, sour ball. No, not quite. Well, okay. So we're gonna sit here and eat till we get to the chocolate, right?
I think I tasted the chocolate already.
Mm-hmm. So, if you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have not already, please help us out and subscribe for more of this funness. Bye-bye.
Bye.